So here's how you're going to grow your AI automation agency from $0 to $10,000 per month in under 3 months using my step-by-step method. Here we go. Okay, so the first part of this video is choosing a niche. So choosing a niche is arguably one of the most significant, yet least significant things that you have to do when starting out in a service-based business, okay? So just some quick fire tips on how you can choose a niche, how you can focus on that niche, how you can reach out to that niche, and how you can make that niche work for you, okay? So firstly, going straight off the bat, everyone tells you to go and, focus on local businesses, okay? Now, if you were to come to me and say, oh, I'm going to focus on local businesses, I would give you a big fat no, okay? Because simply, right, no one has the money to be able to pay for, your services, because usually when you run an AI automation agency, you're running a high ticket offer, a medium ticket offer. There's no point in running a low ticket offer because you're not going to get the profit margins that you want from it, okay? So local businesses is a no-go. What I would say, or what I would recommend, is you go onto a business directory like Clutch.co. And then what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to get a lead list for B2B businesses. Now, what I would focus on are coaches, consultants, agencies, and then one that people don't really think about, e-com businesses. And then one of my personal favourites is just general businesses bringing in over 5 to 6 figures a year. So that can literally be anyone. That can be anyone from a plumber right the way down to waste disposal, but it really doesn't matter. Okay? But then the other significant thing when choosing a niche is obviously finding your ideal client. So let's say your ideal client, has enough money to pay for your high ticket offer, not a difficult automation to build out, quite a simplistic task, but obviously the most significant thing is they're able to pay for your high ticket offer. So find your ideal client. And the other thing I would say is make sure your clients' clients pay enough money for their services. So let's say your clients pay $2,000 a month, then you can definitely confirm that your client can afford your high ticket offers or your offer. That's one of the most important things. That's definitely one of the most significant things, because if your clients don't pay a lot of money for their services, then your client isn't going to pay a lot of money for your services, okay? So that's basically choosing a niche in a nutshell. Obviously, what you're going to want to do, if you're going to go for those B2B businesses, Clutch.co is definitely a very good business directory to get the emails for these kind of businesses. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say you can't go and reach out to local businesses. Obviously, there's the best ways of outreach, like cold calls. That's one of the best ways to reach the business owner kind of instantaneously. But local businesses, they're just not going to be able to pay for your high ticket offer. Which that actually leads us into the next part, is crafting a high ticket offer. So this is how you're going to craft a high ticket offer, okay? So what I first want you to kind of realise is the importance of a high ticket offer. So firstly, a high ticket offer is literally where you just charge $5,000+ or more for your services, okay? Now the importance of having a high ticket offer literally is to simply gain as much profit from what you do as possible. So obviously, the whole point of this video is to teach you kind of how to reach $10,000 per month in revenue in under 3 months. Now, if you want to do that, you want to run a medium or high ticket, preferably high ticket offer, so you can reach it within a few clients and exceed it, within a few clients. Now, the importance of a high ticket offer is usually you don't charge it as a monthly retainer, simply because it's so much money. It's normally a one-off payment. So it's normally a one-off, and then what you can go ahead and do on top of that is charge, $250 to $500, maintenance or something like that on a monthly recurring basis. But here's some examples of some high ticket services that I offer, and which you could offer too, which can get you that $5,000 per month kind of close. So tailored automations, that's literally just your simple building out, maybe like a custom GPT and tailoring it around your client's business to get the best output possible, okay? That's definitely one of the best. You've got your generic chatbot build out secondly, so that's just like that chatbot you get on the website. You build that out using like bubble.com or something. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say this is the best for a high ticket offer. I just put it on here because you can charge it, in that high ticket offer kind of category, because you can kind of build it comprehensively and link it in with kind of the tailored automations. And the final one I wanted to show you, but chatbot build outs, if you're going to ask me, I wouldn't necessarily say they're for bigger businesses, those high ticket businesses, because they don't provide much valuable kind of context. They're more for like the blue collar jobs, like your plumbers, your electricians, your builders, carpenters, whatnot. But finally, the most important, the most significant, and the best service that you can offer, or best high ticket service you can offer in 2024, is definitely multi-channel automations. So multi-channel automations are basically just like, drop my pen. Basically like a superhuman AI. Just think of it like that, superhuman AI. It can literally do anything. So what you do is you integrate a custom GPT into your multi-channel automations, and then you link it with Zapier, Make, Airtable, and all the other no-code tools that you can kind of think of. And then what it does is once you set it up and it starts saving, it starts by saving time, okay? So on average, our our automations save about 30 plus hours a week. And then once they start saving about 30 hours a week, what they go ahead and do then is drive actionable revenue to your client's business. Now, obviously this is, you can leverage this so well and so easily. So obviously, every business owner wants to save time, and saving them 30 hours a week is so significant because it allows them to kind of go off and focus on weaker parts of their business. Maybe it's their lead gen process, or their sales process, whatever it may be. It allows them to focus most of their time on that rather than let's say their client onboarding process. Okay, and then obviously every business owner wants to drive actionable revenue or drive as much extra revenue into their business without having to do anything. I mean, that's quite a rare thing to kind of get. So building out an automation for a business that drives actionable revenue can definitely allow you to close those high ticket offers. Now, that's just crafting a high ticket offer in a nutshell. If you want me to go more in depth, please let me know. I can definitely film a YouTube vid for that. But that's basically it, filming or running through crafting a high ticket offer in a nutshell. Okay, so the third part of this video is the lead generation strategy, okay? So literally just diving straight into it, using LinkedIn for your lead gen is so underrated, okay? The majority of people don't actually use LinkedIn for their lead gen when they run an agency or a service-based business. It's so underrated, it's incredible. That's where you're going to get access to the biggest database of business owners on the earth. So you would definitely want to use LinkedIn for your lead gen strategy, especially if you're running that high ticket offer, because then you're going to find the highest value clients, okay? And then what you want to do which then actually allows you to use LinkedIn for your lead gen, is optimizing your LinkedIn profile. So I'll leave a quick screenshot somewhere above my head of my LinkedIn profile. Let's just say you want to add something in there like, I work with, or I help coaches. I help coaches scale using multi-channel automations or something like that. Channel automations. That's what you want to do, and you want to use your face in your LinkedIn profile picture. That's definitely really important, but that's the most significant thing, is optimizing your LinkedIn profile. What I'll do is I'll also leave a link to another video where I teach you how to optimize your LinkedIn profile from taking it from a generic profile right the way to a professional profile, okay? And then another way that lead gen on LinkedIn is so significant is connections. Now, I would say connections and connecting with people and your network on, when running an AI automation agency is super, super significant. Whether it's connecting with other agency owners or, your target audience, your coaches, your consultants, your agency owners, or those business owners that run 5 to 6 figure businesses, okay? It's definitely majorly significant. And if I can give you one tip when connecting with people on LinkedIn, what it does is it allows you to send your connection with a note. Don't send it with a note, because sending it with a note kind of, instigates, in the buyer's mind or the prospect's mind that you're just looking to sell. Okay, so what I would do is I would send it without a note, because it's a 65% higher open rate, okay, or connection rate. And then what you want to do is you want to engage. So the way that I do this is I run, what's the word I'm looking for? I run message campaigns through a software called Walaxy. You get a 7-day free trial. Through Walaxy, so that's spelled WAAXI.com. And what you're going to do is you're going to set up a message on there or a campaign on there, and then what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to set up some free value in there. What you're going to do is it automatically connects you with people that you've added to the lead list, and then what you can go ahead and do is put messages in there, and you could add something, like free value, or here's, great to connect with you, do you mind if I ask a quick question? Then it sends another message after they've kind of said yes, and then what it will go ahead and do is send your message. Let's say you've got a free 100 ChatGPT prompt list that you want to send to them, or you've got a Loom video or something like that. What you can do is you can set all that up in Walaxy and kind of automate your outreach, and then direct outreach. So don't just focus on the Walaxy campaigns, because sometimes they can't convert as well as you think they might do. So direct outreach, you simply doing it manually, obviously it takes a bit more time, but then you can really use your brain and pick out the highest value clients, okay, or prospects. It allows you to skim and scan and kind of run through, who would actually be able to kind of afford your service and who would need them. And then the final bit is where to actually get the leads to add to your lead list in Walaxy. So what I'd recommend is, like I mentioned in the high ticket offer, is you go onto clutch.co, and then you search for maybe a marketing agency, a coach or a consultant, or just another agency, a design agency maybe, and then what you do is you download the lead list. I've actually got a video on my profile how you can actually do this step by step, and then you want to take it into APIfy. You want to go on the lead generation kind of extension, and then you want to put it in there. It will kind of format it for you. You run it through ChatGPT, where then what you can do is you can use a custom GPT called a email finder or contact finder, and then it will find the email, phone number, location, LinkedIn profile for your leads, and then what you can do is just add it to Walaxy and then kind of run your campaign straight away. But that's basically it for the lead gen, running that high ticket offer. Now, this is specifically tailored to high ticket clients and that high ticket offer. Now, if you want to kind of get an understanding on what to offer for medium ticket, what I'll do is I'll leave a link down below to a list of 20 different kind of services you can offer to attract low ticket clients. Now, some of the best ways or some of the best strategies that you can offer, some of the best services, AI strategy consulting, that's definitely one of the best. So that basically, you basically teach businesses how to leverage AI within their business. And obviously, as you can imagine, in this kind of paradigm shift, it's the same paradigm shift as when the internet first came out. Obviously, I can't remember that, but it's that same paradigm shift as what's going on right now with AI. So you can leverage other businesses using AI and kind of teach them how to use it to the best of their ability and their advantage. Obviously, that does include, kind of building out automations for them. That really could entail anything, from chatbots right the way to multi-channel automations. But that's definitely a really good one, AI strategy consulting. And then obviously kind of these last two are the ones that I've already mentioned in this video, but they're definitely two of the best. Now the last one is indefinitely the best service to offer in 2024 when running a high ticket offer. But it's kind of just these, the second one is automation systems, just your generic tailored automation systems that can help the business grow and save them a bit of time, okay? Whether that's building, it might be an AI system like a custom GPT. Now they're a bit harder to make, but you can definitely charge $5,000 for a custom GPT. Whether that's simply just tailored automations, which are kind of molded around your the client's business, I should say. Now, how you would go about, building them around the business is you ask or send a questionnaire. So you send a questionnaire. To client, going through the onboarding process. And then what you go ahead and do is you kind of take the data from that and you kind of build the automation around kind of the data which is provided. If you want a video on how you can do that, let me know in the comments below and I can definitely get that sorted for you guys. But on to the last, definitely not least automation or service to offer are those multi-channel automations. Now, like I said, this is like a superhuman in an AI. So again, this is a service that we offer at Voltix. Now this literally, all it does, and it's so simple, it saves time. And then when it saves about 30 hours a week, it drives actionable revenue. Now you can leverage this so well in kind of, you can leverage it so well with businesses. You can sell it to anyone really, any kind of business owner that's looking to implement AI into their business or automate a few of their processes. You can really sell it to anybody because who doesn't want to save time firstly, and who doesn't want to drive a little bit of extra revenue into their business. But they're basically the three core services that you should offer. Obviously on the back end you've got a few, you've got your chat bots, which I wouldn't personally recommend selling on a high ticket offer. That's more low ticket to medium. But chat bots are definitely a good way to kind of get your foot in the door. But that's about it. Okay, so we finished the core 4 ways to scale your AI automation agency to $10,000 per month in under 3 months. But here are just some additional tips for success if you kind of didn't already have an idea on how to grow. So building a strong portfolio. Now that's such a significant thing when starting out because obviously you need those testimonials and those reviews to kind of get, the green light on working with those higher profile clients. Now this is the one that everyone hates, and I hated it when I started out, is offering out free work. Now there's ways that you can get around it, but what I would just say straight out, just to get your foot in the door, is offering free work, whether that's automations, whether that's an automation audit, whether that's giving them, using that automation strategy, leveraging the businesses for free. There's so many ways that you can do it, but I would just offer free work when starting out, okay? And network actively. So what do I mean by that? I mean staying, frequent with your networking, kind of. Because what I did at the beginning when we're, using LinkedIn is I would get a message from somebody and kind of leave them on read, or delivered, I should say, for maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And then when I messaged them back, I just wouldn't get a reply. So I've lost out on a lead there. So what I would do is try and reply as frequently as possible, so you can grow your network, and then you can never, lose a significant number of leads. And then this is such an important one, especially with new AI models coming out, new versions coming out. Keep on learning. Don't stop learning. Just because you kind of got your first client, don't stop learning. Just keep on learning. There's so many things to learn in AI. You're never going to know everything. So I would just keep learning every single day. I would allocate maybe 2 hours a day to learning and mastering your skill as best as possible. You might learn for 3 months straight and then be like, okay, I'm going to do it because I mastered my skill. I can promise you haven't. Until you've experienced and kind of got your first client, you're never going to ever master your kind of your service. So master your craft, I should say. So what you're going to want to do is just keep learning. Use YouTube, use Reddit, use Twitter, use Instagram. There's great YouTubers out there like Liam Otley. I might have butchered his name here. Another one, Paolo Triveletto, I think his name is. But these guys, Liam Otley is literally the guy who founded or started the AI automation agency kind of business model. But one of the most important things, right, finally, is when you get that first client, whether it's for free, whether you're working with them for free or they have paid, is you have to go above and beyond. You literally have to please them so much. Try and finish it as quickly as possible. Create it exceptionally. Go on kind of client progress calls with them. Just go above and beyond with your service, okay, or your work. Just show them who you really are, because again, what you can go then do is ask for a referral, and then they can ask someone, and then they work for you, and then another person, and another person, and another person. So just go above and beyond for your client. Never kind of get too complacent. Always work to the best of your ability. But they're just some additional tips for success. What I'm going to do is leave a free document on how to master kind of these additional tips for success. And then I'll also, in that document, I'll leave a link. Alright, so the final part of the video, I just want to run through everything I said, so you have, the most prior and kind of open-minded knowledge on everything that I've run through in this video. So again, like I said at the start of the video, the whole purpose of this video is to help you scale from $0 to $10,000 a month with your AI automation agency in less than 3 months, okay? So again, just a quick conclusion of everything that I've run over. So you want to run that high ticket offer, so $5,000 or more every single month, okay? Multi-channel automations, build that superhuman automation. Use LinkedIn for your lead gen, Wallexy to build your campaigns and run your campaigns, and network like there's no tomorrow, okay? Because what I want you to remember is your network is your net worth, basically. You want to always choose the B2B niche, whether that's a coach, a consultant, another agency, e-com business. Obviously that's not B2B, but anything kind of on the online space. But I can't reiterate enough, go above and beyond for your clients, because I can promise you it will definitely pay off, and you will get referrals, okay, which then is going to make you even more money and reach that revenue goal even quicker. But that's basically it. Just remember to check the link in the description for all the links to everything that I've mentioned in the video. Check out Leah Motley and Paolo Trivoletto. But please, like and subscribe. Oh. Please like and subscribe. If you want anything more like this, if you want any tips, if you want any tricks, please book a call me in the link below, or reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'd be happy to help or help your business grow. But if you can think of any kind of video ideas that you would want to see, please let me know and I'll film them, get them out to you straight away, because I just want to provide you guys with as much free value as possible. Thanks so much.